Have you ever been curious and wanted to try a CNC router but didn't know how to begin? Neither did I. Watch today's video and I can show you how we can learn together. I have totally enjoyed doing laser engraving, tons of projects. I have videos on our channel for that. But when Sane Smart asked if we wanted to try their CNC router, I was a little hesitant because I don't know anything about it. I would say don't hesitate, give it a try. We've really had fun trying out the Genmitsu 3018 Pro router. They sent it to us to give it a try. It is fantastic. The assembly of the machine did take Ross about an hour and a half, and he's really good at this kind of stuff. So just take your time, follow step by step, but just know you can do it. It's just gonna take you a little bit of time. One of the first things Ross did is he made a platform to go over the bed of the machine, because if we're going to cut any items out, it would go down and it would damage the bed. So just get a piece of MDF and just cut it to the same size. There's holes on here to match up your clamps to. Put the same holes on your board, and that just made a nice protector for the bed for when we want to cut items out. The machine comes with, I believe, 10 of these bits, but what is really neat, there is so much versatility with this unit. This is a pamphlet that they included with the machine that tells you all different kinds of bits, what they do, what they're good at cutting. This machine can cut acrylic, which I'm super excited to try, wood, but all of these bits, they're available to do different kinds of projects, and you can put them right in the machine and give them a try. We have only tried the ones that it came with, which is the, I believe the V20s, but a whole bunch of potential. The sky's the limit on the kind of projects that we're gonna be able to do. Okay, the kit comes with about 10 bits, and these boogers are really sharp. So when at all possible, keep the little protective coating on the tip. And this is the collet. It screws onto the bottom of the machine, and as you put the bit in there, it's clamping around the bottom of it. So I'll put this back on. I'm gonna slide down the protective coating just a little bit so it can get into the opening. And you'll just feel around and slide it up. And the machine comes with 2 wrenches. So I'm gonna just hand tighten this just a little bit so that it keeps it in there. There we go, it's going on nice now. But we wanna make sure it's nice and tight. 2 different sizes, the large one goes on the bottom. And that's just to hold it steady. And then you're gonna use the top one to do the tightening, and you just slide it into the groove and tighten it up. And you want it to be good and tight. And now you can pull off your protective coating. To be honest, the clamping down the wood is a learning curve. We've done a lot of experimenting. What we've learned is you need to keep the home position free of a clamp because we're going to be bringing this down to the corner of the project, and that's home. So you have to set it up to there's not a clamp there, but you also can't have one back here because the screw that's going to the back is hitting the back bar. So this is working for us. Just put them at like a 45-degree angle, use the washer and screw. You just need to make sure this is nice and secure. You can use these knobs to move your project, move the X and Y axis by moving your head back and forth this way, or the project up and back with this bottom knob. You can also move the height of the head by doing the Z axis knob here. It brings it up and down. There's controls on most software that does that, but this is handy to go a little bit faster and get it to where you want it to go before you need to precisely line it up. Another button that you're going to want to know is this emergency stop button. Obviously to help you stop it, but it will not connect to your computer if that is saying stop. So watch your program that you're using, and if it says alarm or anything, check that button is probably disengaged. What we've learned is you want to have your bit paper distance away from your project. So slide a scrap piece of paper under there and then use the controls on your software and bring it down. And if you can pull out the paper, it's good, but see here, it's too tight. So I'm going to go up. Now I've adjusted my software to go down only 0.01. So it's just tiny, tiny bit at a time until you can't move your paper. There we go. This is just a simple design that I put together so that we can test it out. I did do a lot of practice projects before I got to this one, and that's the best way to learn. Just do practice projects. The program was accurate. It said it was going to take about 47 minutes for this project to complete, and it did. It was right about 47 minutes, super fast in my opinion, because I've done projects on laser engravers that take hours and hours. This is just really fast. The biggest learning curve on this, in my opinion, was the software. It comes with Candle software, which is the software that, in my mind, to keep it straight, is to tell the machine to go. So that is the operating software, but you need to have a software to create the files to tell the machine on what you want to do, how deep you want the cuts, how fast you want the spindle to be going. And so there's a couple choices out there. The first way I tried is to create a G-code file by using Inkscape. And that one was challenging for me because there's a lot of code in the background that is creating the file, and my projects never did turn out right. But if you go that route, you do your graphics in Inkscape, then you import it into the Candle software, and that tells the machine to go. So it's a definite possibility. It just was a little challenging for me to get my head around. So what I ended up doing is the free 30-day trial for Easel. The Easel software, you put your graphics in, you do all of your settings. It's a one-stop shop. So there are some limitations if you don't pay for the pro version, which I will eventually do that because it is a very slick software. So it just takes the graphics you put in, it converts it to a language that the CNC router can understand, and it tells the machine what to do. Okay, so here's the project all complete. To give you some ideas of my depth, I just wanted to play around and see what it looked like. These are all 1/4 inch deep, which I think is too deep for this boot. It doesn't give it the right look, but I just wanted to see how good the machine would do, and it just did fantastic, as you could tell from the video. At the end of the run, the board did come loose, and we have a little mar there. So Ross and I, we're going to investigate how to improve upon the clamping down of the project, because that is something you need to make sure that your project is nice and secure. We're just really thankful for Genmitsu and Saint Smart for sending us this machine to try. I am excited. I have years of projects ahead of me. This thing is so powerful, so precise. I'm just in love. But if you have any questions or comments for me, I am a newbie. I would love to continue to learn. Please comment down below. But as always, thank you for watching DIY on the House.